Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, A Cup of Art. This channel is run by two sisters. I'm your host, Star, aka Lane, a 19-year-old self-taught artist. And today I'm going to be critiquing and redrawing my own old art. So if that sounds interesting, stick around and let's begin. So to start us off for this video, I'm going to be redoing my first ever fully colored illustrative piece that I did digitally. This was probably my third piece I did like digitally overall, but first one that has color. This was for a Draw It in Your Style about 2 years ago, and at the time I was pretty happy with what I did because I never was able to fully color anything before this point, especially for the fact that I used to use Ibis Paint or Ibis Paint before I got Procreate, and I never really colored on it before because it never really turned out well. So I was pretty happy with this at the time. I think I did this September 27th of 2020, so it's been quite a while, and for the most part it needs some work. So I just kind of like jotted down or marked with some red like the problem areas. These are supposed to be kind of more like quick sketch or quick little pieces just to kind of show some minor improvement, not like full on redraw. So apologies if that's what you were looking for. What I really wanted to focus on mainly here was the hair. I feel like the hair had a lot of lines that didn't make any sense, and still to this day I don't know how to do hair. I don't know how to color hair. I feel like I'm more better like sketching hair at this point, in my like 2-3ish year journey of doing art more consistently, but I'm not really great at coloring hair or rendering hair at this point. But I just wanted to show some sort of improvement, because though I'm not great at it, I feel like after almost 2 years I'm a lot better at it. So this is what I wanted to kind of showcase. Another thing I want to kind of showcase was, my better understanding of just how to color or render the face a little bit. The hair is overlapping the face, so there should be some sort of like indication of that overlapping on the face itself. No one's face is just flat. There are a lot of depth into people's faces, depth under like the neck and everything, or under like the chin area casted on the neck. And so I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of my understanding after almost 2 years since I've done this piece. I think for the most part I'm pretty proud of what I came up with. It doesn't really look like the original piece that I did. I think I made her face a lot more shorter, and I feel like it's kind of more like kind of squarish, not the face shape, but I feel like everything is kind of like neatly in like a rectangle or a box, while the original one was, I feel like the head and everything else was a little bit more elongated. But I like the way it turned out. My favorite part always is doing the lips. Ever since I discovered lips and like learning how to render it, I've never turned back again, and I wanted to showcase that. Just my better understanding on how to color and render lips, because it's just perfection. Besides that, I think I did a pretty good job. Like I said, I feel like the hair has a lot more volume. The original one, the hair has the volume. It was big, but it was big, but it felt very lacking. I feel like now it's big and voluminous, and it just feels like right. I don't know, the vibes was a little bit off in the other one. For the most part, I really like this quick little thing I did. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna let this play out, and then afterwards we can move on to the next piece. So my next piece here is, I did this September 29th, 2020. And when I was looking back at my old pieces, I realized that I did digital art so quick. Like every 2 or 3 days I was already working on a different piece. The longest maybe something took me was a week. Now I feel like I can spend 3 weeks without drawing and then I still not have anything else to draw, and I spend longer and longer. It's been pretty hard to draw. I don't necessarily have art block. It's just more like lack of inspiration, or I guess that is art block, but like I don't explain it. I still draw, I just don't really feel inspired by my art anymore, unlike 2 years ago where I was like drawing constantly and stuff like that. I've noticed that still for about 2 years now, I still mainly like drawing faces. If you look at my most recent videos that I've put on this channel, a lot of them have been full body or character design work and things like that. But back then, even still now, I can never go wrong with just doing a simple portrait. But yeah, just like the original one, I jotted down things I liked, things I didn't like. This one I was going to keep a sketch, but I did color the hair because the original one was also colored as well. I feel like I bettered the expression that I assumed that I was going for with the original one. I still need to work on expression, actually trying to portray emotions. But I think just with a quick, eyebrow, different placement or like direction, I feel like it made the piece overall better. I didn't spend too much time in the hair. I just scribbled whatever, coloring wise. But overall, I do like what I ended up doing. Similar to the first one, it just kind of shows, my better understanding of facial features and just kind of my improvement of drawing a face overall. And I feel like even with a sketch, it doesn't look too flat, if that makes sense. Because with the line art, it looked a little flat. So anyways, I hope you guys like this piece as well. So lastly, moving on, this was October 28th of 2020. I have this image along with another one as a video where I drew cartoon characters as Halloween monsters. So I did Kipo from I did Wolf from Kipo. I drew Wolf as a werewolf because her whole character is wolf and things like that. And I took inspiration for like Monster High and Claudine, things like that, or at least that's what I remember doing, but I don't think any of that inspiration fell through. And then also in that video I did McGann, aka Miss Martian from Young Justice, and since her skin color was green, I ended up making her into Frankenstein. I feel like both of those were a little bit on the nose, but it worked out. But yeah, I decided to do Kipo because I just wanted to rework that flannel. If you look at the original, that blue checkered line thingy, it's supposed to be a flannel. It's very flat. I didn't understand clothing back then. I've never drawn a flannel since, or even attempted actually drawing a flannel before. So this is my first time, and it doesn't quite look right, but I think it's obviously 100% an improvement of what I did almost 2 years ago. Just to keep everything easy and quick, because I am doing this video about like a couple of hours before this video is going to end up going out. Pretty late, but this is what happens when life, it gets hectic. So to keep things simple, and I talked about this in my one of my 2 Monster High redesign videos, I have like a base model transparent PNG of a female body and have one of a male body. So whenever I want to do any type of character design or clothing work and I don't feel like drawing a body, I just add that into like my canvas or whatever and just draw on top of it. So because of that, Kipo does end up looking a lot older. She's supposed to be a child, so apologies for that, but I don't even know how to draw children or like a chibi like body, so it wouldn't have worked out anyways. But I wanted to mainly focus on the clothing and just kind of like do the hair as well, because I just love hair, and I really like that. In the original one, I attempted to kind of show that black curly hair, black afros, they just defy gravity. They can stick up, or you have like pieces sticking out of it. And I have hair like that as well, and so I wanted to kind of portray that, and I like that in the original one. I try to do that, and I'm not quite there yet, like properly portraying that now, but I wanted to attempt it. I feel like it looks a lot better. Her hair does look a little bit more voluminous than in the original one as well. And regardless, I like it. Let me know what you think about my flannel. It looks a little weird, but I'm pretty happy with what I end up doing. So thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot. Let me know out of the 3 pieces which one you like better. Let me know if I should do this video again. If you have any other video suggestions down below, let me know what those are. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If you want to check us out, please look at the links down below. It would truly mean a lot if you can support us. With all that said, thank you so much for watching again. Jen and I will see you in another video. Have an amazing day. Peace.